Okay.
If you feel like you're on the wrong road with your finances, Credit Karma can help you push through to a better place. Because that's how you gain the power to reach your horizons, wherever they may take you. Find your way to money with personalized guidance to improve your credit, savings, taxes, and more. Intuit Credit Karma. Karma you can count on.
Haters are like campers. So unoriginal, you can see them coming from a mile away. But I let my gameplay do the talking. Respawn by Razor. Get lost in the game.
I've always felt the importance of community. To be there for them like they've been there for me. To care for them. I feel like I've grown a lot as a professional. And as a person. I know it because I see how proud my family is.
So now I got my light spots, and let's pick a nice spot here. That's just like this, chat. And we're gonna do the exact same thing that we just did. So yeah, these are for all the little spots where the light is actually touching. Okay, and so now that I have that in, what I want to do is I want to grab a lighter color, like a blue or something like that. We'll go over the top of this and
Will you try to steamroll the others on stream tonight too?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I think we can get through all the other. Hey, official Tino, what's up, man? Absolutely awesome work. Thank you. Appreciate that. I'm actually gonna get ready to go over how I even did this in the first place. It's like lightning. Okay. Then I want to just kind of bring this down a bit. And then I want this guy to maybe glow a little. I'm gonna blur this. I think we blur this. This is some Tekken music, ain't it? Pretty sure this is Tekken. Okay, and then what I want is, let me go cycle through these real quick. I think that's the one right there. Then I'm going to bring the opacity on it down just a tiny bit. And I think that's good. Yeah, I might lighten up this color. Let's get that going. This does sound like T6, yeah. And then, let's see, those sections where parts of the lightning look kind of dark, I want to hit those as well. So let me see where those are specifically. Okay, that's where you are. So let's hit those. Okay. Am I on there? Okay. Oh, what am I doing? Wrong color. That's the wrong number. Oh. Okay.
Mm.
So. That's what we want. Okay, so lightning is one of the fun and easy ones to do for special effects. Because first of all, you don't even have to be able to, like draw proficiently to do really cool lightning. Because if you've seen real lightning bolts, real strikes of lightning, they are just insane, squiggles and zigzags, right? Tearing through the sky.
Randomness.
Mm-hmm. Chaos! Where is chaos? So not even an incredibly difficult thing to take care of. That's where my what's face is. I think I actually duplicate this layer without the what's face. I don't need the effects. And then do a blur here as well, but a lighter one. Nah, don't need it. I don't need it. I don't need it. Instead, I will take this, but we'll use a purple. We'll use the purple for that. We'll take that. We'll turn that on. And we will bring it in a bit more. Nah.
I'm gonna basically do exactly what you did for this drawing
Mm-hmm.
for the lightning. I'm gonna do something very similar.
Yes, sir. Yeah,
It's only
you,
take a couple minutes.
you ain't got to go that hard.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so
Forget all that.
I got a second one on here, and I think that's fine. I guess that's to give it a little bit more of a body, like a colored body. I can do that. Okay, and then I can just have that be whatever.
Nate, we need to talk about your finances.
My finances are fine. With Dash Pass, I saved $6 on my grocery order, so I cloned myself. Albuquerque. $0 delivery fees on dog toys. I got me an opera singer that sings me compliments. She's so nice. Dash Pass savings equals, oh yeah, ballroom.
You need to stop spending.
You're not listening. I'm saving.
I quit.
Or anything too like unique or whatever. I'm gonna drop the little light spots too. Okay. And let's turn off that. So that is the lightning by itself. I went around and I drew what my lightning was gonna be, whatever I wanted my pattern to be. And you can just kind of like set it, and what you're attempting to do is you're just kind of like set it, and what you're attempting to do is you're just attempting to soften and create kind of like this soft halo or glow around it. So you can literally do this manually by drawing something solidly on one layer with a round brush, then taking an airbrush and going over the top on another layer very softly around the edges, and that'll accomplish the same thing. It's just the program is doing it for you all over at once, right? Which is super easy. Yeah.
Don't make more work for yourself, though.
Yeah, you don't have to, right? Now, how do we take and go beyond that and make stuff glow? Well, in order to make something glow, you just want one more layer, and that layer is going to be your this is going to be your sort of like hardest version of the light, right? So again, this is just a copy of the same thing again, but this time it's a color dodge. You can do this with any of the brighter like settings. You can do this with like vivid light, right? You can do this with, by the way, vivid light, what it's going to do is it'll take whatever subtle color is underneath it and it'll highlight it to like a crazy degree. So I've used that for different like lightning effects as well. Gaussian blur technique to it, so you duplicate your layers and you Gaussian blur technique to it, so you duplicate your layers and you Gaussian blur it, and then adding a very light outer glow or drop shadow to it, and that emulates sort of like the faint shadow that shows on like old animated cells from back in the day, like stuff from like the 50s, 60s, and 70s, right? On animation. Okay, now the glow. To add more and more of a glow, we add a layer effect. So if you look down here, there is, if you look at the bottom of it, you can't see it because I'm in the way, right? If I turn the camera off real quick and you look at me, there you go. At the very, very bottom of this, there is, in the Docker, there is a little section for effects, right? And down here, there's an FX button in Photoshop. It's different in other programs, but it gives you access to layer specific effects that you can add to each individual layer. And what I've done is I've started turning on an outer glow. And you can manipulate that outer glow to either be very tight and solid, or it can be, you can let it spread and branch out and be softer, like an airbrush. So I've applied 2 of those to this in order to kind of get my final effect. Effect. Maybe you want it to be tighter like that, and that's good too. So it's just up to you. So you go out there and experiment with it. I'm pretty sure all programs can do it. Like all the 2D art programs can do it. Yeah, I think I want that a bit more.
Dun, 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 dun.
Now's the time for a great deal on a new Honda. It's time to drive smarter with Honda. It's time to drive smarter with high-tech features and excellent reliability. From the killer
Turn it on when it matters. Turn it on when it matters. And have lots of opportunities to live a life that fits me. Here, I'm quickly making an impact. And I'm just getting started.
Okay, now let's take a look at this over the actual image. So first I need to group these together. I'm just seeing if I'm actually 100% happy with that. All right, let's get that part. Have it on all of them. They can, because it's just a simple matter of turning on a switch, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Looking
So,
pretty good.
thank you, sir. Okay, so now we got to get this in here, and it needs to, well, it needs to fit. So I think what I'll do is I'll just take the whole thing, and then once everything is matched up to where it's supposed to be matched up, I'll just get rid of the parts I don't need. So just pack it all up. Now we'll go here. We'll turn off their Gaussian blur layer, and we will reduce the opacity here. And then we'll see if we can get it to fit properly. Just pack it all up. Now we'll go here. We'll turn off their Gaussian blur layer, and we will reduce the opacity here. And then we'll see if we can get it to fit properly. My wife. Yep.
You still be going to go beat up on people?
Oh, who? My wife?
Yeah.
No, she just doesn't beat up people now.
Gave it a rest, huh?
Yeah, no more going to beat people up. Be her. Nuri was asking if you still go out to beat people up.
You know, she be in these streets.
Be in these streets like
Streets
knuckling
of
up.
rage.
Yeah. You'll go back someday.
Out there with Axel and blazing in.
Mm-hmm. Do-doom, 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 do-doom.
Call in the support from the police.
Looks like I'm off by like a Off by like a centimeter. There we go. I haven't heard this little remix in a hot minute.
Yeah, I heard it on my playlist. And I was like, I forgot about this. Good little remix.
Mm-hmm.
Little remix.
Mm-hmm. Well, that might actually be it right there. Well, that might actually be it right there.
Da-da-da-da.
Cool.
Da-da-da-da.
Yeah, I'm always gonna like that version.
Almost time for that midnight bowl of cereal chat.
So that's new V right there. All I need you to do is be here. Dun, dun, dun.
Chance to win a game with Butterfinger.com.
Patches? Patches! You want to hang out?
Hey!
Is your cat getting too cool? Give them new Temptations lickable spoons.
We asked people who said they've had Domino's stuffed crust pizza before to compare it to our new stuffed crust.
That's better than the one they have currently.
Only Domino's has never had stuffed crust before.
Are you serious?
Until now. Introducing Domino's new and first ever stuffed crust pizza. Try one for the first time tonight.
This is phenomenal.
We want to. We got the ability to do that. That is the nice thing about grouping stuff. You can just turn the whole thing down if you want to. Okay. All right, so we got that one in. So we'll save this. The third one. Cool. Nelly says, hey JC, how big should comic pages be? Like standard?
$1,000. Just buy a salted caramel Butterfinger bar and enter for a chance to win a game with Butterfinger.com.
Patches? Patches!
I like that version. To the guy with the rail gun. Let's see, what were we doing for him? I don't think it was very much. Okay, so for Vivi, some lightning from his transformation sequence. Got it. Effie, the pink clouds underneath her and the sparkles around her hammer from her high striker. So we got that one. Ren has an attack where he shoots from his weapon, so maybe includes some sparks of green between the teeth of his gun, as if he were about to start the attack. Okay, easy enough.
Going Green Boys next.
Green Boys.
My favorite color.
Yeah, that's kind of annoying. Like, what's the point of searching on Google if the answer is right there?
I think there's a way to turn it off.
Yeah. Standard size for that, and it'll be right there. Just skip past the AI. And let's say we want to reduce the impact of the lightning. What can we do about that? Well, we can go here and we can just turn the whole thing down a little bit.
Reaching your financial goals can feel impossible. But we can help you seize them. Credit Karma gives you personalized guidance to improve your credit, savings, taxes, and more, so you can find your way to money. Intuit Credit Karma. Karma you can count on.
Game better with new salted caramel Butterfinger. Every bite of that crispity, crunchity, caramelly peanut buttery bar gets you closer to a chance to win $1,000. Just buy a salted caramel Butterfinger bar and enter for a chance to win a game with Butterfinger.com.
Patches? Patches! You wanna hang out?
Oh yeah, let me save a version of this so I can actually send it to them. Yes, those would be at my top 3.
I like Super NES a lot.
All right, the boy is done. So now we move on to.
It has like an energetic feel to it, but the one on 64 just had like this kind of emotional finality to it.
Yeah.
It's the kind of thing you expect to hear like on the credits roll for like the mainline Mario games and stuff.
You know, that doesn't surprise me because, like, think of how good the Mario 64 credits theme is.
Yeah, it kind of invokes that kind of feeling, I think.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, we came on a long journey, but it's the end.
Mm-hmm.
But look at all the fun we had along the way, and they're showing you like a montage of all of the worlds and stuff.
Yeah, I think I've been a fan of that since they started doing it in Mario 2, actually.
Yeah.
And then Mario 3's might be one of my favorites as far as like the ending game montages.
Yeah, showing a little curtain call.
Mm-hmm. And the music's good.
I've been seeing in the new Mario Kart, they've been sneaking in them classic tunes from Mario 3.
Yes, they have.
And other games.
We see you, Nintendo.
They even have some Mario 2 in there.
Yeah.
Time tonight.
This is phenomenal.
Will you battle Team Rocket? Or join them in the Pokemon trading card game Scarlet and Violet, Destined Rivals. Play now. Each booster pack of 10 cards sold separately. Cards vary by pack.
When you decide to step up to this kind of play, this kind of fun, this kind of experience.
Holy! Hey guys!
Let the games begin. Nintendo Switch 2.
See how we'll handle it. You know, Nelly, that is going to be the toughest part about you trying to do a comic without color. You're going to keep thinking about wanting to do color.
You have a favorite Rainbow Road theme?
I think my favorite has got to be what's the one? You know, the one that they use for the Breaking Bad meme? That Rainbow Road. I keep forgetting the name of that one, but I want to say it's from the Wii version. It's either from
I think that's Wii.
Yeah, that might be the
Wii.
Wii.
Like Mario Kart Wii.
Yeah, I think that might actually be my favorite.
It's your favorite one, huh?
Yeah.
I gotta go with 64.
64 is good. 64 is really good. If I put it on a list, it would probably be Wii version, 64, and then Super NES. Those would be at my top 3.
I like Super NES a lot. It has like an energetic feel to it, but the one on 64.
Will you battle Team Rocket? Or join them in the Pokemon trading card game Scarlet and Violet, Destined Rivals. Play now. Each booster pack of 10 cards sold separately. Cards vary by pack.
When you decide to step up to this kind of play, this kind of fun, this kind of experience.
Holy! Hey guys!
Let the games begin. Nintendo Switch 2.
See how we'll handle it. You know, Nelly, that is going to be the toughest part about you trying to do a comic without color. You're going to keep thinking about wanting to do color. Okay. So he actually has a few sparks of his own. We'll do it kind of like a okay. For this, let's give ourselves more room. And
America. We are endowed by our Creator with certain unalienable rights, life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. By honoring your sacred vocation of cybersecurity, you impact your family, your friends, and your community. Grand Canyon University's certificates, bachelor's, and master's online cybersecurity programs are designed to teach you to combat cyber attacks and protect systems, data, and people through ethical practices. Find your purpose at GCU. Visit gcu.edu.
Meet Stello, the powerful glucose biosensor that reveals how food, exercise, and even sleep affect your glucose. Now, tracking your glucose is as easy as tracking the weather.
To find your way, sometimes you have to pave it yourself. Introducing the most capable CRV we've ever dreamed of, the 2026 CRV Trail Sport Hybrid.
okay, let's start playing around with this and see.
Game better with new salted caramel Butterfinger. Every bite of that crispity, crunchity, caramelly peanut buttery bar gets you closer to a chance to win $1,000. Just buy a salted caramel Butterfinger bar and enter for a chance to win a game with Butterfinger.com.
What song was it?
Life's better when you're under our roof. Because when you feel protected, you're free to enjoy your dreams. Bundle life and save up to 25% on home and auto. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
We asked people who said they've had Domino's stuffed crust pizza before to compare it to our new stuffed crust.
That's better than the one they have currently.
Only Domino's has never had stuffed crust before.
Are you serious?
Until now. Introducing Domino's new and first ever stuffed crust pizza. Try one for the first time tonight.
This is phenomenal.
Will you battle Team Rocket?
could do it like that, and I could do it where there's like energy gathering around it or something. Yeah, Metasaurus, not a whole lot of people even remember this theme.
I know I don't. I didn't
Probably
play a
heard
whole
it at
lot of
least.
that one.
Yeah, you probably heard it at least once, but it, like, if you
I
don't hear it
definitely heard
enough,
it. When it came out, I only played it on emulators. I didn't
okay.
have it on my actual GBA. I did remember playing a lot of it, but I never really been big in playing the 2D ones. Like Mario, the original Super Mario Kart, didn't like that one because to me it's just not as fun to play.
Okay. So he actually has a few sparks of his own. I think I'll borrow from a little bit of that. Slow down the playback speed a bit. Okay. I already have some little sparkles and things that I can use, so I'll actually take those and I'll just adjust those for the color itself. Yeah, I think Donut Plains is up there as one of my favorite Mario Kart themes.
Yeah. I like this remix a lot too.
Yeah,
Sounds
they
like
did a good job.
a breezy afternoon.
Mm-hmm. I think I was shouting out the battle themes earlier. They get slept on, but I think they're pretty good. The SNES one and the GameCube ones for Double Dash. I like those.
Mm-hmm.
The answer is always Tifa. Tifa is always the answer, my friends. Ultimisia was your love language, Mugen? You mean a ruler with like a seashell, like a headpiece, who's also a time witch? Okay. That's how you like to get down? Yeah, I understand. I'm not mad at you. Yeah. Look, I was there. Because I'll be honest with you, man. It was outside of like Squall's design, and you know, I had a soft spot for Selfie. There ain't a whole lot I care about from Final Fantasy VIII. Oh, I like Quistis, however you want to pronounce her name. I liked her too. She was cool. I was not a Renoa fan. I'll be honest with you, chat. Renoa just was a whole lot of nothing for me. Like I didn't feel the character. I didn't fall for her. I didn't, you know, I didn't feel a whole lot about Renoa. I'm sorry. Renoa, pretty character, you know, pretty Final Fantasy character, but she just felt like, I don't know, just like, oh, Tifa was successful from 7. We got to try and recreate some of that. Could do it like that, and I could do it where there's like energy gathering around it or something like that. But don't know if I want to do another one of those effects or not. I don't think I do. Okay. For this, let's give ourselves more room. Canvas.
America. We are endowed by our Creator with certain unalienable rights, life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. By honoring your sacred vocation of cybersecurity, you impact your family, your friends, and your community. Grand Canyon University's certificates, bachelor's, and master's online cybersecurity programs are designed to teach you to combat cyber attacks and protect systems, data, and people through ethical practices. Find your purpose at GCU. Visit gcu.edu.
Meet Stello, the powerful glucose biosensor that reveals how food, exercise, and even sleep affect your glucose. Now, tracking your glucose is as easy as tracking the weather.
To find your way, sometimes you have to pave it yourself. Introducing the most capable CRV we've ever dreamed of, the 2026 CRV Trail Sport Hybrid. Now part of the Honda Trail Sport lineup.
The Creation Museum is the perfect place for your next adventure. Explore exciting exhibits, stroll through the botanical gardens and conservatory, and even visit our zoo. Plan your adventure today at creationmuseum.org.
The new McCrispy strip is here. Dip approved by ketchup, tangy barbecue, honey mustard, Sprite, McFlurry, Big Mac sauce, double dipped in buffalo and ranch, more ranch, and creamy chili McCrispy strip dip. Now at McDonald's. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
I did. I'll use a darker color to do it. Like having a breakthrough. Let me see that. Yeah, starting to understand something about drawing humans. Which is always good. Because there's going to be a lot of instances where you are drawing humans. I really got to find the right spot for these spaces. Actually, I think what I do want is probably more of the diamonds and I guess less of that. I gave it a shot. It didn't really hit right for me. I think that's good enough. Like a bit of energy coming in. I'd love to hear a Mario Kart 8 style remix of Super Circuit's Rainbow Road. Or see the stage get remade like the other Rainbow Road stages. What if that's the Rainbow Road that they're looking at for Mario Kart World?
If they haven't remade it yet, then it's only a matter of time.
Yeah. They're keeping the new Rainbow Road a secret, so nobody knows what it looks like. I'm just hyped that we're going to be able to race in Daisy's kingdom.
Yeah, at least it's what it looks like it.
Yeah.
Or elements from it.
Oh yeah, are you getting Switch 2 in Mario Kart World, JC?
Me?
Yes, I am. I'm not getting it on launch though. Absolutely not.
Yeah, I ain't doing that either.
Are you on the Choco Islands?
Mm-hmm.
I do like those. I'm surprised we haven't gotten a remix for that yet.
I think it's going to be a lot of music from the old games in this new one.
Yeah, chat was saying 200 tracks, man. I'm like, yeah, I'm excited.
Oh, they said that?
200.
I'll have my YouTube playlist queued up and ready.
Yes, sir. We will feast.
Yeah, because when you were like in a little casual mode, you driving around, like they just be playing like these old remix tunes from not even just Mario Kart games, but just old Mario games in general.
Yeah.
I like that. So I'll be enjoying those.
I just went to the Science Museum.
This summer, we're living loud with sparkling ice and their newest addition to the lineup, Starburst Fruit Punch. It's the bold, juicy burst you love from your favorite candy, now transformed into a bubbly, zero-sugar drink. Sparkling ice is full of flavor, vitamins, and antioxidants, and just a little bit extra, like you. With over 17 tasty options, Sparkling Ice inspires you to live life to its fullest in every flavor-packed, refreshing sip. Check it out on Amazon.com.
The junction system lets you be busted by disc 2. By disc. Yeah, this was not a scary movie. It was just a goofy 90s.
It's goofy.
Yeah.
It's goofy. I put it in the same category as something like Little Shop of Horrors.
Yeah, I agree with that. You gonna eat him like that raccoon down the alley? Exactly. That man that pulled that raccoon off his dog and yeeted him into the abyss.
You see the From Software You died after that.
Yep. The spiral he got, the spin he put on that raccoon he threw him, man. I like my stomach. Every time. You know how a football player gets that perfect spin on their throw? That pass?
That momentum.
Yep. That raccoon just spiraling into the abyss, man. Kind of looks like what's his name getting banished into the what's the name
King
zone.
Piccolo into the rice cooker. You hit with the what's called the mafuba.
Yeah. Stretching and everything.
Alternatively, you got the other raccoon who ran up after the weapon broke after he broke his broom.
Oh yeah, dude fighting him with the deck brush on the patio.
Yeah.
Yep.
Get out of here. Weapon broke. He's like,
Yeah. Now what you got?
Ran up
Speaking of fighting animals, I see Baron. Come on, you. Oh snap! Is that Yo-Yo?
Yeah, he was doing another stream today.
Okay.
His podcast thing.
Yeah, I've been seeing you stream Yo-Yo Cam. Welcome everybody from Yo-Yo Cam's stream. Welcome to mine. We are listening to the Gremlins theme, and we are chilling and doing some VFX, some special effects stuff today on this key art that I've already finished. Yeah, what were you cooking up today? What's up, Panda? What's up? Too tired to think of one. Parts of Final Fantasy VIII that I think are really good, but overall, it's not a good game. Like, real talk, I think the game probably would have been better if you took the role of Laguna. Which, you're like, what do you mean, JC? Don't you know the story? You know, yeah, I know. There's a big time displacement thing going, but they just never really nailed it for me. Ain't the worst game I played, though. But I say it's in the running for the worst Final Fantasy because as bad as I think 8 is, I think 13 might be worse. The thing I like to do is I like to ask people if they know, one, who's the antagonist of Final Fantasy 13, and then do you remember what the plot is? Some people can give me a pretty coherent answer, but a lot of people cannot answer that question, and they played the game. And honestly, it's not your fault. I actually don't know. It's not your fault, man. It's just not well done, right? Like, yeah, you can talk about the l'Cie, right? And needing to accomplish your focus and everything, but that's tough. It's tough because I actually like the cast. I like the cast of Final Fantasy 13 more than I like the cast of Final Fantasy 8. I like Lightning. I like Sazh. Vanilla's cute. Fang's cool. Nobody likes Hope until, he solves his issues. And Snow is a shonen protagonist.
In a good way or a bad way?
Yeah, I guess in a standard way, right? Where, the shonen protagonist always has an upbeat attitude. It's like, well, it doesn't matter. As long as we don't give up, we can win. It's just like, no, they're dead, Snow. Snow, they're dead. They're dead. It's dead. It's hopeless. Snow, there's nothing we can do here.
Hooked up.
And then, you kind of feel bad for him because he starts to feel the weight of how bad things are sometimes, but he sticks with it. So it's like sticking like a good dog into a scenario. The dog's always going to want to... The dog's going to try and cheer you up the best it can, man. But like, nah, it's bleak. It's bleak, brother. And also, he's married to the sister of the main character. So the whole time, the main character is looking at him sideways like, man, what'd you get my little sister into? Hope does develop, which is the good thing. Hope does develop So on that note, I kind of think people might be a little bit too harsh on Hope. I mean, his reasons for being angry at Snow are really dumb. Like, they're really dumb. Because it's like, look, your mama decided to go out there, pick up a gun, and start trying to fight. It's not Snow's fault that she wanted to run out there on the bridge, and then they blew up the bridge, and then she fell. Like, that's not his fault, man. He didn't tell your mom to go out there and do it. She went out there herself. Grown woman. She decided she wanted to die. You can't be mad at Snow. Yeah, Saz is the black guy. He has a son, and that's basically his reason for wanting to take care of Indy. He never wanted to be involved in all this stuff like this. He was just guiding Lightning. You know, he's just doing his job. He got mixed up in all this foolishness. He's like, look, I got to survive through this because I have a kid, man. I'm a family man. I'm not trying to deal with all this nonsense. So that makes him one of the more relatable characters in the entire game. Like, he's not trying to be bothered. Also, he has a perfect afro and a tiny round chocobo lives in it.
Do you like a banana?
You like a banana? Well,
Yo JC in chat, how's everyone doing?
Anime Shy, thank you so much for the banana. Appreciate that. For the 3 slices of banana, we appreciate you. I just like that alert. You like a banana? You like a banana? Judy has a friend. They're my friend too. I know them. I know them. Not as close as she is. But Nina, I'm sure you guys are familiar with Nina and Nina's work. Like Ink Pinger or Penguin or something like that on Twitter. Yeah, but she actually thought that that's the sound that they made because I don't think she's ever seen a deer before. So she thought they made the Yoshi sound. Like, they make that sound? And I was hoping that my wife said yes. I mean, she doesn't know. She's never actually seen a deer. Spent all her time in Europe, you know? But Nina's Russian, yeah? Yeah. Yeah, they don't have deer in Russia, as far as I know. They have bears, big round cats, and vodka. And guns. That's what they have in Russia. And if they do have deer in Russia, I can't imagine where you'd ever actually see one. I've seen a lot of deer near my school. Yeah, especially if you live in the US around the Midwest, you're probably going to see a deer at some point. We had them running around the neighborhood, and they'd be out, you know, ready to jump at your car when you driving down the highway or something like that in the morning. Boy. Okay, I think I've found my way through this a bit. Gather a bit of that energy.
game better with new salted caramel Butterfinger. Every bite of that crispity, crunchity, caramelly peanut buttery bar gets you closer to a chance to win $1,000. Just buy a salted caramel Butterfinger bar and enter for a chance to win a game with Butterfinger.